Welcome back to another episode of RJC Outdoors. In today's video, I'm going to make a power box inside my rod case. Just got a new rod case. I've been carrying my rods around last year and the beginning part of this year. Just carrying them around, and I'm scared I was going to break them, so got a rod case. In this side over here, where I have the rattle reel, that's where I'm going to be building, putting the battery and building that little battery compartment over on this side. And yeah, I guess show you the things we'll need in this video, which is a rod case, a battery, and some connector pieces and an inline fuse and all that, but I'll get into that in just a second here. Jeez, bud. I'm trying to do a video here, man. Okay, this is Skeeter. Skeeter's a pretty cool cat. Alright, so I've taken all the rods out of the case just to make things a little easier. So you're going to need a drill as well. I'm going to be installing a button and some banana jack style of hookups so I can hook my shack lights right to the side of my box here and run my shack lights off of it. So that's the main reason for it. I'll eventually probably install a USB little hookup on there too, but that'll be down the road. Maybe some lights on it, just so this rod case will have everything I need. Just pick this thing up and go. But yeah, you'll need a drill and some whatever buttons you're going to be using. This is just for a pilot hole, and then I'm going to use a bigger bit to core it out, so my button will fit in there, and also the banana jacks. So that's why you're going to need a drill as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get right to that. I'm using just a little TV table to get this done, so bear with me. Alright, first things first, I got to find out where I'm going to want that button. I'm going to probably put the button down below because it's a waterproof little, it's got a little waterproof gasket around it. So I'll put that a little lower, and then I'll put my jacks just above it, just so if it's snowing or sleeting, this little bit of a lip will protect these from getting as wet. It doesn't really matter too much, but so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Drill some holes out. We'll probably mark where you're going to put these first and then start drilling. Just going to kind of wing it. I want to be about right here. Make sure I'm not going to be drilling through anything. I've already mapped it out pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm going to put the jacks here and here, and then I'll put my button off to the side here. That way my battery has plenty of room to sit down below it, and I'll even be able to put some insulation behind it and around it so the battery's not bouncing around. So yeah, let's just go ahead and drill 2 little holes for the banana jacks. Okay, a little aggressive there. Gonna have to do a little vacuuming after this. Okay, we got that done. We broke some things, that's alright though. A little bit of damage there. Maybe not, maybe that was, yeah, that was already there. It's like a little cut in. Weird. Alright, now we will probably have to core those out a little bit so we can fit our banana jacks in there. I don't know what these are called. Yeah, we'll just have to core it out just a little bit to get these to sit in there nice. Alright, there's the black and the red. Doesn't really matter to me what side they're on. Black on this side, red on that side, or vice versa. We'll throw the little backing nut in there. Secure those in. It's going to be a real simple deal here. There's only some banana jacks that I'm going to be wiring up, well, and a button. So pretty simple deal. I made a power box. Show you, it's just right here. This is the ice hole power box. They sent me all these attachments, or all these buttons. They gave me extra buttons, and that's what I'm using on here. But here are the banana jacks they sent with their kit that I bought. I think it was a $35 kit just for all the buttons, minus the cup. I think that was like 10 bucks or something. I can't remember. A $7 ammo case and some minor insulation just to keep the battery in check there. Inline fuse and a bunch of wiring. So, I mean, it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is, but this one is just going to be, this box is going to be pretty simple. It's not going to be as complex as this, that's for sure. Alright, instead of putting the button here, I am going to put it inside here, because what happens when you load up your rod case and it's a tight squeeze, this is the first impact point that is going to hit something, and I'd rather not that button getting hit. So I'm going to put the button like right here, and I'm going to drill out for that right now. There it is. Oh yeah. We're getting somewhere, folks. We're getting somewhere. Let's see what it looks like closed. Yeah. We are getting somewhere. Okay. Alright, next step is to add insulation for around the battery and wire this beast up. I've got the battery installed. I ended up having to take out the little rod insert, little foam piece right here just to give myself some more play. I put a little template backing piece just to so it doesn't push against my my little foam rod holder thingamabob. Real informational here, I know it. Okay, got a little backing piece for your battery so it doesn't push up against your rod holders area. We're gonna start running the wires to the battery, and yeah, I figured I'd just leave out the cutting of the insulation because yeah, I cut pieces off and it took a little bit, so just to fit the contour of the box, it's kind of a weird shape. It took me a little bit, so along with the template. So yeah, let's get into wiring this bad beast up. So I ended up just putting these clips on, cutting the wires to size. Yeah, female and male pieces. Just an assorted pack of them. And I've already pre-clamped these onto the wires just to save some filming time. I've got my fuse in there, ready to go. Just there. Got that ready to go. So we're going to install this first, just because it's the middle cord on the button. Putting it to the middle on the accessory for the button. And just the other wires as well. from the negative to the negative on the button. It's kind of weird looking here, but so this goes to the battery. These go to here, and these two connections are for your negative, your off switch, and I don't know, but she wired up, got her wired up. So the one with the two wires here, if you were to just follow along with this, the one with the two wires going into the one female piece goes on your off part of your switch. That's on the bottom side. I figured I'd hit that one first. And I'm not going to plug in the negative to the battery quite yet. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it off the positive too, just to be safe. But hook up the positive to the on switch, the on part of the switch, which is this top. I'm not an electrician by any means. Just kind of showing you guys how I'm doing stuff here, and to the best of my knowledge. I watched a little DIY video on how to make my power box, and at a certain point in the video I just paused it and followed where the wires go. So I'd recommend also doing that for this video if you'd like. So I've just put the wires into the positive and the negative on my banana jacks. I'm calling them banana jacks, but they're actually called binding post keystone insert. And I'm using this, they're like for speakers, because my shack lights, it's a speaker cord, and I kept the little male pieces right on the end, so I could just quick insert, quick outsert. So yeah, just screwing in the wires here so they stay locked in place in the housing here. Get them nice and cinched down. And then, yeah, so everything's hooked up but our battery now. So we'll hook up that positive, the negative. We'll switch the button on over here, and she is glowing. Button is off, button is on. I guess with the light on, probably can't really tell too much, but there's a light that turns on inside of here. Kind of barely tell. So yeah, she's on. She's ready to go. Let's plug these in. I guess I could probably just touch it to them. Oh yeah. There are my shack lights. Hooked up to my rod case. Kind of a different video, you guys, but I figured I'd get a video out there for you guys, and I've been thinking about this battery box inside my rod case for the past couple of days, and I figured I'd just knock it out. It's a small project, fairly easy. So yeah, like I said, at a certain point in the video, sorry for spitting on you if I just spit there a little bit. A certain point in the video, just pause it and follow along where the wiring goes. If you want to add more buttons, more accessories, I'd suggest checking out Icehole Power. He on YouTube, he's just been doing videos on how he hooks up his boxes, and yeah, pretty dang neat. But that does it for this episode, you guys. I wanted to thank you for tuning into this one, and we will see you on the next one.